This is Andi Purewal, Boxing Social, and I'm joined by David Diamante here in Saudi Arabia. David, it's a free day in the boxing schedule this week, but we're only a matter of 2 days away now from the biggest rematch of the year in Ruiz-Joshua 2 as it's been billed. As we've gotten closer to the bout, how much more excited have you become?
Oh, I'm really excited. First of all, there's never a free day. We're always working, man. Always working. Always stuff to work on. Always stuff to work on. But yes, it's technically a free day, which is pretty rare. We did all the press conferences yesterday and the open workouts. Tomorrow's the weigh-in, and then of course Saturday the big fight. Man, this is a big one, and I've changed kind of how I feel about it after seeing the guys up close. You know, and this is a real fight.
Talk about what you've changed and how your opinions changed since you've seen both guys up close.
Well, this is what I saw when I went to the open workout, hosted the open workout and watched these guys up close. I think Josh was in for a real fight. And I don't simply think that just boxing is gonna do it. I think that I feel like Ruiz, he needs to gain Ruiz's respect in the ring. Outside the ring, I think he respects him as a man, but in the ring, I don't think Ruiz respects him. I think they think they're going to run straight through AJ, and I think his confidence is brimming. And I think he has reason to be confident. He's looking really good. His balance, his hand speed, his footwork, his chin, his boxing IQ. He's ready, man. He knows what the plan is. I mean, it was funny. They were at the stare down yesterday, and AJ said, "What's the plan to beat you?" And he started answering him. He was like, "Well, I guess box and this and that and the other." You know, he's such a good guy. Ruiz is such a great guy, and so is AJ. You know, you can't root against either guy. You got to love both guys. That's why, I don't root for any fighter. I say, look, may the best man win, and I want them to both stay safe. And I still feel like that, but you can't root against either of these guys. But I just think, as far as strategy, I was thinking that if AJ could just keep him at distance, box, he should be okay. But Ruiz is looking dangerous, and he looks like he's ready for that. And I think, basically what I think is that Anthony Joshua needs to go into that ring with a really strong mindset and attack Ruiz. I'm not saying get in like major exchanges, but he needs to gain his respect. He needs to let Ruiz know that he's in a fight and that he's there. And if you come in on me, like, you're going to pay. And I'm coming after you. Because right now, I feel like AJ is the hunted.
Ruiz, before the first fight, he showed a very calm and collected persona around himself. He wasn't being drawn into the fight weeks. People kind of comparing him to a fan when he was asking to have a photo with the belts, etc. He seems he's carrying the same and a similar type of character this week. Would it be dangerous just to overlook that again?
Yeah, you can't overlook anything. First of all, I think this is just who Andy Ruiz is, man. He's a really humble guy. He's a cool guy. Like, I spent a lot of time with him and his family. They're very nice people. He's a humble guy. He's super cool. He works really hard. He's always been the underdog. Like, again, you can't root against this guy. He's a great guy. So's AJ, though. But you definitely can't overlook him. But I don't think he's putting on an act. I think that's just how he is, man. Like, he's a laid back cat. Outside the ring, he's a total gentleman, but in the ring, he's a monster. And he's like a bulldog, man. He just doesn't stop. He just keeps coming. And that's what he's going to do. And he's ready. He's ready for the clinch. For the jab and grab. He's ready for that. But there's still different ways. I mean, look, I think, like I said, AJ needs to go in there, he needs to get his respect, and he needs to execute a great fight plan. And he needs to be ready for a couple different things. I mean, even in the first fight, to me, all this, again, AJ's a much bigger guy. When you lean on a guy, you can take a lot of his energy. So if AJ makes him carry him, he can zap a lot of Ruiz's energy. But the thing is, there's kind of a misnomer in boxing. I feel like a lot of times the guys getting clinches, it really takes two to get in a clinch. I mean, unless the guy's just completely all over you, you can usually punch your way out. And you'll see, that's why you see the referee, a good referee, usually before they step in, they'll say punch out. They'll give a guys a chance. And then sometimes they work inside. Maybe they want to fight in the kitchen, whatever it is that they want to do. But Ruiz knows how to punch out of that clinch. And you saw it in the first fight. So, even a guy like Gervonta Davis in his last fight, it's like a kid was trying to hold him, and Gervonta hit him out of the clinch, and that's what hurt him. So I think Ruiz is ready for that. I think he's been training for all that kind of stuff. Look, he's ready to go, man. AJ needs to fight a really good fight. This fight is not as easy as simply just boxing. He's in a real fight. He needs to gain his respect. This is a tough fight for AJ. If he can win this will be massive. I mean, I think he can win it. I think it's a tough fight, though. This is a tough fight.
One thing we did see at the open workout was Anthony Joshua was a lot leaner this time round. What did you make of it? How much can be read into it?
Look, I don't know how much you're going to change from one fight to the other, in an X amount of time. He definitely looks leaner for sure. I know that carrying all that big muscles, it's not necessarily, this isn't, it's not a bodybuilding competition. It's boxing, and you see guys like Tommy Hearns, man, all lean and mean, it's about the mechanics of a punch, man. And that's why I say, like, when you see Ruiz throwing his hands, like they got snapped like a hot dog from Coney Island, man. He knows how to snap his punches. He knows how to throw the punches correctly. That's the mechanics. So it's not about your muscles, man. It's about the mechanics of what you do. So hopefully AJ's conditioning is up, because this is going to be a tough fight for him, and he needs to have his conditioning up. So hopefully that'll help him out. Ruiz looks kind of real similar. I don't think he took his shirt off the other day, so we haven't seen really what he looks his body, but he looks pretty similar, man. To what he did. He looks maybe a little bit more fit, but he had a proper camp this time. Again, he was with Top Rank. These guys have some of the best boxing minds in the business. They're not stupid guys at all. And I think they believed that they had the future heavyweight champion of the world on their hands. And I think that part of the problem was that they didn't really know how focused or how driven Ruiz was, how dedicated. After he's got this hardware, after he's got these belts and he's got a taste, I think Ruiz is right dedicated. Like he's in this, he's in it to win it. Like he's here and he's been training. So all these rumors about him being in his big mansion and with the cars and the parties, I don't think that's affected him. I think this kid's here to fight, and AJ better be ready for that.
Well, David Diamante, I know I caught you when you was on your route to see somebody else about another interview, so I'll let you shoot off now. I appreciate you stopping me. Thank you for speaking to myself and Boxing Social.
You got it, man. Thanks a lot. And the fight starts now.